The word of God was given to one people and one people only, and it was not the Italians. It was unto Israel. God chose a people to be a kingdom of priests and a holy nation, and they were supposed to teach the rest of the sons of Adam how to serve the true and living God. He said, ye worship, ye know not what, but we know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. Go ahead.
Verse 23.
Uh-huh.
But the hour cometh.
Go ahead.
And now is.
That means it is upon us. This should be taking place. That what?
When the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth.
Go ahead.
For the Father seeketh such to worship him.
This should be going on now. He says, the hour cometh and now is when the true worshipers should worship the Father. He said in spirit and in truth. And what is that simply saying is you have to worship God with a godly mindset. You have to have God's spirit in you in order to worship him in truth. You have to have the knowledge and the wisdom and the understanding that comes from the word of God in order, again, to worship God in truth. You hear people say, I serve the Lord in spirit and in truth and not according to the law that was done away with. That is one of the most idiotic statements can be made. Understand what truth is. Jesus said in John, the 17th chapter, speaking to the Father, sanctify them with thy truth. Thy word is truth. And we also read in the Bible that the law is truth. The commandments are truth. But the only way that you can worship God in accordance to his commandments is if you have the Spirit of God within you. Again, that's you having his knowledge, his wisdom, and his understanding. That is how you worship him now in spirit and in truth. But go ahead, verse number 24, because what's going to take place? Go ahead.
God is a spirit.
That means he is an eternal being. And again, what does he desire?
And they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth.
He said, God is a spirit. And they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. And the time is going to come that all that worship him will be spirit beings. Right now, the only spirit being that is worshiping him are the angels. But turn over to Psalms 104. But the time will come that all that worship God will be spirit beings. Mm-hmm. Again, Psalms 104. And we're going to see the spirit beings that are now worshiping God. Because God is a spirit. Psalms 104. And we're going to find that his angels are also spirits. (104) and pick it up at verse number 1. 104 and 1. You go ahead.
Bless the Lord, O my soul.
Go ahead.
O Lord my God.
Uh-huh.
Thou art very great.
And he tells